Good day everyone, I'm Coffee Essentials and today we have a package from Enzo Scents and we're going to be trying out some of their fragrances. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So in this package we have a total of 2 fragrances. I only ordered 2 because I already had one from them that I unboxed a few months ago. It is my YSL's Y Eau de Parfum, or their version of Y Eau de Parfum. And now I just want to expand a bit of my perfumes from them, and I decided to order 2 and requested for one freebie decan, and it's Mind Games from it's French Defense from Mind Games. My bad for mistaking and getting that clearly confused. And this is the box, as you can see. Nothing too fancy, nothing too shabby. This is the box that they put their fragrances in, but the bottles have a different or separate box. So this is the packaging from the shipping, I guess. So the other 2 bottles that I ordered is their actual full 50 ml bottles is Replica by Jazz Club and Parfums de Marley Althair. So here we have the fragrances and let's check them out. So here we have, I don't know which one is this. Here we have another one. And last but not the least, we have the freebie decan, which is we're gonna try first. So this is the freebie decan of French Defense from Mind Games. I requested this because I really wanted to get an idea of what Mind Games French Defense smells like, because I've watched a heck ton of reviews of this in YouTube, and this is a seemingly cherry dominated fragrance and it's quite floral and fruity, ambery as well, described by the many reviewers and content creators that I watched review this fragrance. So without further ado, let's test it out. Now with that tape out of the way, let's test this on paper first, then we'll test it on skin and see how it smells. Oh, it's really strong. I can smell it in the air right now. Oh yeah, this is cherry dominated. It's really dark too. Cherry, I'm getting some violet vibes from this, and really floral too, like rose or geranium. Yeah, and a bit woody too. Like it's an undertone. Like the florals is just an undertone. It's predominantly dominated by that cherry. Yeah, it's quite an aggressive scent too. And fun fact, I've actually used French Defense when I was quite interested in chess back then. And French Defense, if you don't know, is quite a bizarre and aggressive opening for intermediate or beginners. I can actually corroborate this with French Defense. Yeah, really nice smell on paper. Now let's test it on skin and see how it smells, if it differs or not. It's really strong in the air, just spraying that it projects. Oh yeah, heavy on that cherry. I'm also picking some vanilla undertones, like the vanilla that comes off here is kind of like a coconut. Yeah, kind of a coconut like sunscreen lotion or something. Yeah, but overall it's just cherry, florals, amber, and a bit of woods. I'm also picking up hints of cashmeran, if that's not in the notes or something, but I'm picking a bit of a really clean suede or clean like kind of cloth into it. Yeah, all in all, it's a really great fragrance. Probably I grade it an 8 out of 10 for now. Not blind buy safe or anything. This is quite a bit challenging to wear, especially here in the Philippines, our weather. If you buy something like this, it's probably suited towards the colder weathers or colder hours of the day. But to me, this is probably just a suit and tie occasion kind of scent. I can definitely see myself wearing a black polo shirt with black pants and black shoes, wearing this at a cafe or a mall or something. All in all, yeah, it's a really great fragrance, but probably not my style. I think it's safer that I try this first, because this is actually, I'm actually wanting to get a full bottle of this, but it went instead with Althair. So all in all, this is an 8 out of 10, really great cherry fragrance. Not a bit of my style as of now, but I hope this scent goes on me soon. So up next, we have the full bottles now. Let's check what this is. Oh, this is definitely Jazz Club. Oh no, it's Althair. So this is Parfums de Marley Althair, their version of Althair. As you can see that the color of the juice is really reminiscent to Jazz Club, if you know what the color of the juice of Jazz Club is. So without further ado, let's test it on skin and paper and see how it fares. I've actually tested Althair on a local mall here, and what that perfume reminds me of, primarily the three main notes that I can remember is just straight up cinnamon, orange, and vanilla. So let's see if this is close to the original. Oh, really nice pressurized atomizer. Oh yeah, that orange or orange blossom opening with some bergamot. Yeah, there's definitely some citruses here. Woods, I guess. There's woods. Now it's drying down. It's picking more of the vanilla and gourmand aspect. The cinnamon, the bergamot, and the orange pairs up for the first few minutes, then blends into this really nice gourmand vanillic scent. I'm not picking up praline. There's hints of praline in the original, but here it's not too prevalent or not too showy. Yeah, all in all, it's a really great scent on paper. Now let's test it on skin and see how it fares. So nice. Oh yeah, the cinnamon and the orange blossom is really strong on the opening, and the bergamot is just a bit of an underlying tone in between those two notes, like somewhat layered beneath. Like these are the strong ones and this is just the underlying tones of the fragrance opening. Now you're picking up that vanilla, tonka, woods. Like the vanilla here is not that your typical vanilla that is really sweet, sticky or something. The vanilla here is more like resinous vanilla. If you know the vanilla from Nishani Annie, it's something like that. Yeah, this is a really perfect fragrance for, I know that it's gonna sound absurd, but I'm actually gonna wear this on my school environment. I think that it fits my college education department. I'm actually an education student, guys, if you don't know. I think that this would perfectly blend well with the vibes of my course and my uniform. So yeah, I'm actually planning on using this on my college course here. So yeah, for my rating and my final verdict, this is a solid 8.5. I still get a lot of that alcoholic opening, so I'm just gonna rest this for a bit and let this macerate and let the scent develop. For now, it's a really nice orange, cardamom, cinnamon, some vanilla, some woods too. If I were to compare it to something that reminds me of, it's that chocolate with orange, if you know chocolate orange mixture, something like that. I forgot what brand of chocolate it is. I think it's Meiji, that particular candy or chocolate. It reminds me of this perfume a lot. So yeah, if you tasted the orange chocolate combo, you would get Althair a lot. So yeah, that's something to know about. So last but not least is probably gonna be Jazz Club. I already had an original bottle of By the Fireplace. I haven't smelled Jazz Club yet, so here we have the bottle of Jazz Club. I'm actually kind of disappointed that I haven't worn this, because a few days ago I've attended my friend's debut party. She just turned 18 and her motif and theme is jazz, and man, this would have been perfect. But anyways, just a little bit of some share and trivia. Let's test it on paper and skin and see how it fares to the original. So I haven't actually tried the original yet, but I've tested Olfactory Music Fest from Fragrance World from a friend, And primarily the notes that I picked up there is just straight up pink pepper, some really boozy notes, and a bit of tobacco and smokiness, something like smoky. So without further ado, let's test it on skin. Whew. Nice atomizer. The opening is yeah, there's pink pepper, definitely. I don't know what that is, but it's like lemon. Now it's drying down into this rum, smoky. There's a bit of resin in here. I don't know what type of resin, but it's really resinous. And a bit of fougere. There's actually some fougeriness into this. Like the opening earlier when I just sprayed it, like in the air there's some fougeriness into it. Now it's drying down, you're picking up that smokiness from the tobacco. There's no prominent note of vanilla yet, just straight up pink pepper, some fougeriness, rum, and tobacco, and a bit of resins. No prominent note of vanilla yet. Now let's test it on paper and see, because I am not picking a single whiff of vanilla yet. There's a listed note of vanilla here, and I tested the clone of this, which is the Music Fest from Olfactory Fragrance World, and there's actually tones of vanilla. It's quite strong. Yeah, in the air it's really fougere actually. I'm not expecting that. Yeah, really spicy pink pepper, rum, boozy, smoky, and fougere. Now there's some resinous vanilla in the... It's not too particularly strong vanilla like By the Fireplace. By the Fireplace has a really particularly strong vanilla latched into it, but this one is just a bit of an underlying tone. On paper it's non-existent, but in my skin it's just kind of like a really weak hint of vanilla that you can just pick up from every now and then. Yeah, still a solid scent. If this were to remind you of jazz club, particularly me, I haven't gone into a jazz club yet, but you can totally see that this is replicating a jazz club, because you know, a jazz club is a place where you can get some alcohol, some booze, where you can go have some fun and all that stuff. The scent is actually quite playful now. Now that it's drying down, I can totally see where the jazz club is coming from. Now the rum is clearly dominant here. Rum, some fougere. I don't know what type of note they use to provide that fougere aspect, but now it's really rum, fougere, tobacco, smoky, and vanilla resonance too. Yeah, really nice fragrance on and all. For me, I give this an 8 out of 10 for now. I'm gonna let it rest and master it too, and let the scent develop as time passes. So on and all, a really great fragrance. I don't really like it or hate it that much. It sits somewhere in the middle where I can definitely wear it, and something that can be worn from occasion to occasion. So yeah, that sums up my first impressions and unboxing of these 3 fragrances that I got from Enzo Scents. I'll be making a review soon, of course, because I already have 5 from them, 3 full bottles and 2 decants. So yeah, I am actually quite excited to make a full review of all 3 fragrances I have from them, especially these 2 fragrances. I'm quite excited from them since they're one of my most anticipated fragrance that I want to get my nose on. So yeah, anyways, that sums up this video. I'm Kyle from Essentials, and I hope you learned a thing or 2 from this video, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, I'm Kyle from Essentials. Peace and stay on smelling great.